Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. All right, people. Welcome in. Welcome back. What's going on? How's everybody doing? We're a bit late, but you know what? Today's a special day because I just found out we had Nintendo Direct and they came out with some crazy stuff. So I wanted to jump in. Ah, Jesus Christ. A little bit early just to kind of overview what's going on. There's a couple exciting things. There's Final Fantasy Resonance. Somebody must have heard in the ether. Bring back Final Fantasy for what it was. Pretty interesting game. I wanted to check that out with you guys. They are making Ocarina of Time. If you guys know, I'm a fan of one of the Zeldas, which is pretty interesting. That was like a very old one too. So I wanted to check that one out with you guys before we even started the stream. It's only gonna be like a hour or two stream today. It's not gonna be too much. And we are gonna be testing out the man. Your setup is elite. Appreciate it, as Mr. Kent. Welcome in, buddy. Appreciate it, brother. All right, so let's just check. First of all, I want to see if this actual audio thing is working here because I can always share the screen, but I don't know if the audio works. So today's gonna be the day we check it out. So with no further ado, let's just move on to that one. Let me see if all right, we are here, and I am not in the screen. Why is that? That's not cool. Oh God. All right. Why is it highlighting everything? I don't know. Where's my face? My face is gone on the big one. Why is that? Oh, maybe because of this. Hold on, guys. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to get this resolved here. There it is. Now we're back. We're back on top. What are you streaming? I'm streaming Final Fantasy VIII. But before that, I wanted to see. We just had the Nintendo Direct just came out, so I wanted to check out a couple of things. And there's an announcement that I wanted to see with the people. Hopefully, some of the people are. Valentino, welcome in, buddy. What's going on? Welcome in. Let's go. Oh, Valentino, stick around just for a few, like just a single minute, brother, because there's something exciting here happening. It happened 2 hours ago, and I thought wanted to share that with you guys.
The first Final Fantasy in HD 2D. Final Fantasy returns to its roots with cinematic pixel art in a classic tale of crystals with a new twist.
Bahamut?
Final Fantasy Resonance. A mysterious warrior driven by revenge and shrouded in darkness seeks to shatter the 8 crystals that sustain this world. As a knight of the realm, you set out on a journey to protect the crystals. Encounter allies bound by a shared fate. Explore fantastic lands. And overcome countless perils along the way.
I think we're getting another RPG, guys.
Uncover the secrets of the past. As you discover the truth
It's a new
of
Final
this
Fantasy
world.
that is coming out. They just announced it 2 hours ago.
Summon new strength from outside and within.
What? Oh, damn it. Oh. This bastards. I didn't know it was a black screen. Sorry about that. Damn it, you peasant. Ah, jeez, that's not cool. So we're getting a new Final Fantasy, guys. I can't.
The first Final Fantasy in
full screen.
HD 2D.
My bad, brother. I just noticed that.
Final Fantasy returns to its roots with cinematic pixel art in a classic tale of crystals with a new twist.
Can you guys hear it?
Final Fantasy Resonance.
1, 2.
A mysterious warrior driven by revenge and shrouded in darkness seeks to shatter the 8 crystals that sustain this world. As a knight of the realm, you set out on a journey to protect the crystals. Encounter allies bound by a shared fate. Explore fantastic lands. And overcome countless perils along the way. Uncover the secrets of the past as you discover the truth of this world. Summon new strength from outside and within. Final Fantasy Resonance, coming October 22nd, 2026. Resonate across worlds.
I think it might be an RPG. I don't know. It seems to be an RPG. Two pixel is a pixel game, but it's coming October the 22nd. October the 22nd. Is this a remake? No. It looks turn-based. It's called Final Fantasy Resonance. It just they just had a direct 2 hours ago, so I thought it was pretty cool that I caught it. I don't know how I even caught it. They brought it today, and yeah, it seems like they're going back to turn-based. It's gonna be pretty cool. I think that's gonna be a stream, guys. I think that's gonna be out of the stream. Maybe at the end of all the streams, it's gonna be a 2D, 3D style like Octopath. But if it's turn-based, I'm buying it. That's definite. It's happening. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I think that's gonna be very, very interesting. I think they're listening, guys. They're talking about turn-based. It's gonna be turn-based. That was pretty cool, guys. And I guess they're gonna have all the characters from all the Final Fantasies, and they're gonna go back to the crystal base, like the pixel games before, like how you had to search for the crystals. So I think they're going back to square one. They're going back to the drawing board. Apparently, it looks historic, brave. Yes, and made a full game. Apparently, they took the story of Brave. I have no idea, brother. It literally came out 2 hours ago, unless you have some type of scoop that we don't know about. Yeah, definitely. I thought it was pretty cool. For those who didn't watch it, 2 hours ago it came out with this. They brought some iconic things. If you can see, I don't know what sword that is, but it looks kind of cool. I know they brought Cloud. They got a couple. They got a Afrid. I mean, no, that's They brought the ship back on the 2D canvas, which is pretty cool. I never played one of these 2Ds, but definitely look.
The 8 crystals.
So they went back to the crystal situation, which was the pixel games, the origins. So I think they're listening. I think Square Enix is. I think that Expedition 33 is getting to the Expedition 33 money. So that's gonna be interesting. I thought that was gonna be cool. It's coming out in October, so it's not too far for all the consoles too.
That sustain this world. As a knight of the realm, you set out on a journey to protect the crystals.
Pretty cool.
Encounter allies bound by a shared fate. Explore fantastic lands.
I love that 3D, 2D graphic stuff. It looks pretty cool. Oh look, ship is back.
And overcome countless perils along the way.
I want to see. I can't.
Overcome
Hold on, I want to see what if it is.
And over.
We almost caught it. Oh, Jesus.
And
Damn it! Can I show you guys something without this being here? Get out of my face. Let's see. Why is this looking crazy? Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it seems to be turn-based, homie. Yep. It says blade dance, tackle, flame sword, deal fire damage, an enemy. And it seems like a big team. You know what this reminds me of? There's like a cell phone game that they had similar to this that was pretty famous. So I don't know. It kind of gives me that vibe. Hopefully it's like full turn base. It seems to be full turn base. That's gonna be pretty cool. And then if they do actions, because they said something about actions here in this part, so I don't know what they mean by that. Are they saying you do actions while you're doing turn base?
And overcome countless perils along the way.
Oh, countless parries. Oh, parries? Do they mean monsters, or do they mean parries like they're parrying stuff? Wait, new brave Exvius. I don't know. No, it's called Final Fantasy Resonance. They have Cloud here. I seen Cloud.
Uncover the secrets of the past as you discover the truth of this world. Summon new strength from outside and
Oh,
within.
Shiva, my friend. Odin's back. Odin is back. We got
Final Fantasy Resonance, coming October 22nd, 2026.
nice. Nice. Very nice.
Heroes resonate across worlds.
You see what I'm talking about? Look, they're gonna have. I see. Oh, I see Squall and I see Cloud. Look, Cloud is in the shot right here. You guys can see that's Cloud, and we got Squall. Squalitos back there. That's gonna be pretty cool. I have no idea what this is, but we gotta keep an eye out. This game was originally called Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. I don't know. Hey, probably, if you say so. I thought it was pretty cool. Oh, I guess Brave Exvius crew is back. A full game version of Brave Exvius, yes. They preserved the game. I'm so glad FFBE got an Octopath Traveler treatment. Welcome back. I guess so. You guys are right. Some people are saying in the comments. I never seen this game, so. Well, I guess they renamed, they repackaged, and they're reselling it with a different name. That's pretty interesting. Oh, for the Kingdom Hearts fans, you guys are getting a Kingdom Hearts finally. It says so here. There's a Kingdom Hearts teaser. What is this?
Long ago, a shadow fell.
Oh, this is Revelations. I got no time for that nonsense right now. I don't even know what the story is about. What is it? Damn it, commercials.
Bring in your AT&T, T-Mobile, Spectrum, or Xfinity bill for a better deal at Verizon.
There, that got them.
A turn-based HD 2D Final Fantasy, huh? It's hard to believe it's real. As someone who grew up on old-school Final Fantasy games and JRPGs, it's hard to believe I was able to play Final Fantasy Resonance for about 3 hours at Square Enix as part of an IGN exclusive. From the struggles of finishing Final Fantasy IV and VI when I was just 5 years old, to the hundreds of hours I continued to happily invest in Final Fantasy XIV and everything in between,
Well, that's
the series
crazy.
continues to help shape me. So to see it kind of horseshoe back around to its origins here in 2026 with turn-based combat and expressive pixel art for a full traditional style RPG, it's wild to see. I have a ton of details to break down, but I'll preface this by saying in a year packed with promising games, Final Fantasy Resonance is the one I'm looking forward to most.
Let's do this thing! March of the Machines! Break a leg!
To set things up a bit, Resonance is an adaptation of Brave Exvius, the Final Fantasy mobile game that shuttered in 2025, which had a 10-year run. Now you might be thinking, this is like how Octopath Traveler 0 was a revamp of the mobile game Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent. However, Resonance is a lot different. This is not a port or even a remake of Brave Exvius, rather it serves as the narrative foundation with a whole new combat system and overworld. Its story has been tuned for a traditional RPG that's informed by Brave Exvius with everything else built from the ground up. It's got airships, chocobos, the summons you know and love, and an HD 2D art style that's more detailed than what we've
look
seen
what we have
before.
here.
Resonance follows the main protagonist, Rain, a good-natured knight from the kingdom of Grandshelt who has a complicated relationship with his father who is also the king. And early on, his group of friends join the fight to protect the world's magic crystals from being destroyed by a big bad villain named Veritas of the Dark. This group includes characters like Laswell, a no-nonsense knight, and Rain's childhood best friend, Lid, who's an aspiring master engineer following the footsteps of every Cid before her, and Fina, an amnesiac who's a summoner tied to the crystals that preserve the world. It's got some real Final Fantasy setup going on here, and if you've played Brave Exvius, then this will all sound familiar. In the demo I played, I got to explore a bit of the overworld, which is split into multiple continents divided by water. I got to visit the town of Dwarves.
Oh, that's pretty
Forge,
cool,
where
guys.
We're greeted by a hearty lolly ho from every dwarf there, and I got to complete a full story dungeon along with a big boss fight. It does seem like a more lighthearted and colorful adventure off the bat, and the more playful voice acting also supports this notion of a brighter kind of drama. It also reminds me of the recent Dragon Quest remakes in HD 2D in terms of tone. Resonance plays up its goofy side quite a bit, although like all things Final Fantasy, I'm sure it has a darker side right around the corner.
Better.
The dungeon I completed had me tracking down Borin, a master engineer who Lid has an affinity for, since he's gone missing from Dwarves Forge. The dwarves say he's been kidnapped, and you already know he's being taken for his talents and being coerced to do some mysterious evil deeds. This leads you into the overworld and eventually the Mobilis Shipyard, a maze-like dungeon that has some light puzzles, story cutscenes, a timed escape sequence, and a sick boss fight against a mechanized drill while riding on a speeding freight train.
Got their weakness!
Even though this is all early on in the story, I still got to see the depths of the combat system itself. Resonance
look at
does not
Zidane.
use an ATB
Look at
system,
Zidane,
and
we
instead
got-
opts for a straight turn order displayed at the top of
We
the
got
screen.
Cloud.
Enemies have a stagger meter
that's
that
pretty
builds with
cool.
each hit, and they take on more stagger damage when you hit their elemental weakness.
Bingo!
It's kind of like a turn-based twist on what we've seen in Final Fantasy XIII or VII Remake. Elemental affinities are a huge part of combat, so having the breadth of elements covered in your party composition is important. But you're not just swapping in the right party members to cover this. Instead, you have what are called visions. You can think of these as personas from the Persona series or JoJo stands that each character can equip, all of which come with their own skill set to bring additional powers to each party member. While many of the visions are original characters, one of the big appeals of Brave Exvius and ostensibly Resonance is that each mainline entry in Final Fantasy is represented by a star character who shows up as an equipable vision.
Oh, that is too cool. You seen that cutscene?
For example,
That is
Ishtola
crazy.
from Final Fantasy XIV is a vision who brings water and healing
this
spells,
game is,
while Cloud
Final
from
Fantasy
VII
Resonance.
comes with a variety of thunder spells and hard-hitting physical attacks. They do not replace the movesets of party members who have them equipped, and instead add depth to what they're already capable of. So, in a battle, you should be aiming to stagger enemies because party members who stagger an enemy are granted an extra turn in a bonus phase. And if you stagger all the enemies, you then call upon one of the 4 visions equipped in your party to do an all-out attack style resonance attack to inflict a ton of damage
Oh, that
or
is
bring
too
some
cool.
much-needed
I like
support
the
in tough
cutscenes.
situations. When you line up all the right spells and attacks along with staggering enemies and calling upon visions, battles can then snowball into a relentless series of big damage numbers flying off. Calling upon visions is accompanied by these bespoke CGI cuts, kind of like the animations that play when using summons in older Final Fantasies, but I find them kind of awkward. Not because I don't think they look cool, but it creates this weird uncanny valley between sudden CGI cinematics playing and the amazing pixel art of the actual game. It feels out of place, but it's one of those things where you watch it the first few times and ultimately skip every time afterward. However, the actual pixel art for Visions is fantastic. Seeing their ethereal presence backing up each party member looks pretty sick, but also their in-engine animations bring them to life in a new way that you didn't get in their original games. In addition to Y'shtola and Cloud, I saw the Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy I, Terra from Final Fantasy VI, and Shantoto from Final Fantasy XI. And I can't wait to see the rest of the series' stars manifest as visions in Resonance. Another interesting twist to combat is that Fina is a true summoner, the only one who can call upon espers to come into battle, making her a truly unique party member. While I was only able to use Siren from the start, the songstress who can heal and support like no other, I also got to recruit the lightning god Ramuh. In Resonance, you unlock new espers by finding them in optional dungeons and fighting them in a tough boss battle, like you see here, me fighting Ramuh. They're tucked away in corners in the overworld, and it's one of the ways it taps into that old school exploration. You'll want to do this not just because they look cool in combat, but because they deepen Fina's capabilities and can turn the tide when called into battle. The same goes for the visions from Final Fantasy's Legacy. You'll find these shrines in the overworld and are treated to this dreamlike montage of scenes from the very Final Fantasy that vision is from.
Oh, nice.
You're asked to answer a series of questions related to the story of that character and their game before unlocking them as this kind of ode to the series. I'm not entirely sure how the answers affect things, but it's a neat little quiz that contextualizes your answers to test your memory of the series. But beware of spoilers if you haven't played them, since they summarize the story and show scenes from those games. So, a lot of this game revolves around visions and strategically equipping them for battle. Each one levels up individually the more you use them and have progression tracks to unlock additional spells, attacks, and passive buffs. While every vision can be attached to any party member, there's some clear advantages to finding a good pairing that can complement a character's core abilities. A lot of these mechanics sound familiar, but if there's one entry to point to as inspiration, it's Final Fantasy VIII. In an interview I did with producer Keisuke Nakashima and director Hiroto Furuya, which you can read on IGN.com, they frequently pointed to Final Fantasy V as one of their personal favorites and how much they loved its job system. These games share a level of flexibility that I really enjoy in RPGs, and I hope this leads to a deeper experience that evolves beyond simply accounting for elemental affinities.
My turn.
Now, as I said at the top, I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy Resonance more than anything else this year so far. Not because I'm convinced that it lives up to the legacy, but because it's a fascinating move that many of us have been looking for. A turn-based Final Fantasy with slick HD 2D stylings. It's even got music with classic Final Fantasy leitmotifs and the whole Brave Exvius soundtrack along with 33 new songs as well. Octopath Traveler has more or less taken up the mantle as the modern classic RPG, and if you know me, you know that I won't shut up about how much I adore Octopath 2 and Octopath 0. The Final Fantasy name comes with certain expectations, however, and not that I'm expecting it to hit me emotionally like Octopath or the mainline Final Fantasy games, but this idea of adapting stories from mobile games to a traditional
Watch this Final Fantasy make more money than the remake,
and bringing them to an audience that wouldn't have experienced them otherwise. I mean, I'm devastated at the thought that I could have missed out on the story of Octopath 0, and maybe Nier Reincarnation is due for the same treatment.
Well then.
But hey, for now, Final Fantasy Resonance seems to be doing something that the series has needed for a while. It's got the sauce from the 3 hours I played, and I can't wait to play more when it launches on October 22nd this year for PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and Nintendo Switch 1 and 2.
Infinity Drive!
Nice.
For more on Final Fantasy Resonance, please check out my interview with the director and producer on IGN.com. And while you're at it,
nice. That is pretty cool, guys. All right. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Sorry I put you guys through all this, but that was pretty cool. We're actually getting a new Final Fantasy. How much you want to bet that this is going to make more money than the other Final Fantasy remake? The question remains, does it have the same weekly event just like Brave Phoenix. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'll tell you what. Me and cell phone games don't get along too well. I don't know. It's not a good platform for me. Some people like it, but I don't. I don't prefer it. I prefer when they put it on a console. Hopefully, they do have a physical. I'm really looking forward for a physical, and it looks like it has like a little cutscene of every story where the Final Fantasy. So that's gonna be kind of cool to bring that back. This used to be free. Well, nothing's free in this world, homie. Just to let you know, there's nothing free in this world. If it's free, that means you gotta pay something. Some type of way you pay. You pay. There's nothing free in this world. I like it when you buy it outright because that means you have a physical. I'm a sucker for a physical, so if they are bringing that in the physical world, that's gonna be nice. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be very cool. Welcome back, guys. So we are playing Final Fantasy VIII. Sorry, I wanted to check that out. For other stuff that's happening, Ocarina of Time is getting a remake. Crazy bombshell story. I'm a big fan. If you guys can see, I got my Triforce there. That was one of my favorite games when I was a kid. So I think that's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I got a bunch of good games coming out. I gotta really look into this this news. They have a whole game Nintendo Direct that happened 2 hours ago. So all this happened 2 hours ago, and they're showing off and all doing all that stuff. Sedan looks uncanny but cool. Yeah, he does look kind of different, but I like it. They brought him back to like reality. They try to make him more realistic than what Sedan was, short and big headed. So I'm not hating it. I'm enjoying it. I'll definitely play that one. So we'll see what happens with that. That's gonna be pretty cool to come back. All right, so let's jump in. We are playing Final Fantasy VIII. We left off yesterday, man. You guys have me in this live so damn late. I had to wake up early in the morning. I only slept like 3 hours, but we're here. We're back. So that leaves a kind of interesting story. Look at that. Square Enix back to turn-based. I wonder what happened. Let's switch over, guys. 3, 2, 1, and boom. How's the audio? Do we have audio? I finally can share stuff from my screen so we can listen to it and look at it, which is pretty cool. I couldn't do that before, so... Yeah, because Mac has like an issue that I can't put. I can show you the screen, but I can't show you audio for some reason. But I finally figured it out, which is kind of cool. Yeah, we left off yesterday. We got the Cactuar. We saved Riona from the Death Star. We had a whole love situation going on in the middle of the sky. Then she got captured as a sorcerer. We got the Ragnarok. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. How would I say? Oh, now we're supposed to be getting the Marlboros, because we're trying to get that the train summoning. So that's where we're at today. I'm excited about this year's games. Actually, I'm definitely gonna catch that Final Fantasy. And if they do have a physical, I am taking it. Why are we fighting these things? Run away, bro. Get away from my face. We're looking for Marlboros. Marlboro lights. And we go back on our ship. This is the forest that they were talking about. How do I land in here? Well, first of all, I can't land here. Anywhere. So our boy... Okay, I can land here. It gives us a little bit of time to see if we can find that monster we're looking for. So we're looking for 6. Oh man, Let's see if I can find that. We're looking for 6 Marlboro something. Very interesting that we're going from this to Final Fantasy VII to Final Fantasy VI, and they did mention that's kind of like it resonates the job system of Final Fantasy VI. Cards. No. We're gonna go to abilities. We're gonna go back to car mods. Ultima Stone. That sounds pretty cool. Marlboro Tentacles. So I need more of these for sure. Why am I not getting attacked up here? What's going on here? Is there no fiends up here? Or what's going on here? Oh damn, we found a cockatrice. Hold on a second. Coral fragment. Boy, doesn't Cell have the ability to card? I don't care about that. Damn it, these fucking guys. Let's see. We're not looking for none of you guys. I'm looking for a Marlboro. Okay, we're not gonna find a Marlboro here, I guess. It's gonna be. Oh, this guy. That's a good card. Nice. I didn't need it, but I'll take it. I want this pieces of wood. Any Marlboros? I guess the Marlboros are down there. Do I have to do some type of quest with the Chocobo? Because I didn't do no Chocobo quest. I should go check that Chocobo. Whoa. Nope. No, I was trying to look for the Marlboros, but I didn't find them. So I was trying to see what's happening with that. Protects. Oh, we already been here. Get out of here. So I figure I need the chocobo so I can make it up the mountain. Is there like a chocobo thing that I have to do? Which I don't know if I have to or not. And you said somebody had a card here that I'm looking for. Kiros. And he's in this town. So might as well just get it while we're here. Well, first of all, we're gonna save it because we're just being adamant about it. And we're gonna go get Kiro's card. It says there's a guy here. The island closest to the heaven or hell should have marbles. Oh, okay. We'll go there after, right after that. The only thing I gotta do real quick is ability sell all these damn cards. I gotta sell these cards on me. You said there's a guy here that has the card? And no guy here. Oh, the guy, he was wearing all black. I guess. Oh damn, look at this crazy ass freaking story here, bro. This guy's wearing all black though. We'll see. I don't know what's going on. Oh, he has a bottom 8. What the hell? Yeah, he has heavy hitters right now. Yep, I think we're right here. I think we're fighting him. This is the guy. This is the guy, my friend. We'll see. We'll see what's popping and locking and dropping. A 5 and a 2. I gotta be careful because right now we have hopefully it doesn't do a master fucking combo. I knew that. Peasant, bro. What the fuck, bro? Let's just see if this guy. I'm gonna reset it. Let's see if we can take it back. Fuck, he took my freaking car. He got the Laguna car too, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy business. Oh fuck. 3 and a 5. How is that even a combo? What does he do? A 8 and a 4. Oh damn, he got freaking. That's not a combo. Yeah, this guy's a different monster. Yeah. Let's just see where he got. He'll pull out. He's coming out with all the good cards too. He must have a. How does he get to pick his cards? Because he's definitely picking his cards. That's crazy. Holy cow, bro. Holy shit. This guy is a monster. Yeah, he's a monster. Oh yeah, he's a fucking monster. He's a monster, my friend. Yeah, he's a monster. He's a freaking monster, my friend. Yeah, he's not wearing. He's not gonna play those cards again. He knows better. He has some great cards. Whoever this guy is got some great cards. My respects. Yeah. Yeah, play Laguna in the middle, mofo. I see what you're thinking. Don't think too hard. You said what? There's a guy what? Oh wait, there's more steps to get him pull out Kiro's card. Let me grab them for you. Appreciate it, brother. Let's see, because I don't know. I'm not losing those cards again. That's freaking crazy. 1 point, you missed it. They're coming out with a new Final Fantasy, my friend. I don't know if you've seen, or you weren't in the chat just yet. Find a Queen of Cards located at the Balamb Train. Lose a mini mug card, and second, send her to Dolette. Find the Queen of Cards, speak to her artist father. Create. She will create. Oh, well, then Dolette. Yeah, well, you know, the good thing about Dolette is that the Queen of Cards is already in Dolette right now. So we can probably go to Dolette real quick. What the hell's Dolette? Oh, right here. Oh, nice. Now we can fast travel. That is pretty cool. Chill out. We never been here. Forget about it. Oh yeah, we have been here. This is where we got all the problem before. So, silent. Find the Queen of Cards. Now, where is the Queen of Cards is the real question. Because she's not in Balamb Garden anymore. Oh, it's gonna be like an Octopath version of like Final Fantasy. I guess some people were talking about it's gonna be like Xvious. It's a cell phone game similar to that, but they're gonna basically bring a 2D, 3D Octopath style turn-based game. It's gonna come out in October of this year, and it resembles a lot of our turn-based. It's gonna have the job system similar to Final Fantasy VI, which I have no idea because I haven't played that one. But it's gonna be pretty cool. What are you doing here, girl? Is that what she said? She probably goes to Timber, then she comes over here. But it's funny because I never made it back to this town since the destruction. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. She was gonna be in Timber. The Timber Maniacs. Let's go to Timber then. I got a freaking Ferrari now, homie. I wonder where she went to Timber. There ain't much going on in Timber. Unless she went into one of these corners here. That boy's been drunk since the beginning of the game. But instead of the huge list of main playable characters with different classes, FX6 has about 10 to 12 playable characters depending if you get them all. Yeah, so similar to that. That's what they were talking about, like the same job system. It's kind of cool because they're going to be doing a lot of callbacks. So to get Aeons or GFs or summonings, there's going to be only one summoner lady. And every time you get a summoner, you get a little bit of the history. Like it's going to get them, you got to do a questionnaire. And it kind of tells you a little bit of the history of Final Fantasy and where those summonings came from. We've seen Odin. We've seen a couple of freaking cool. What are we taking? No, bro, I'm not taking the train. Where am I taking the train to? And I thought it was a pretty cool addition. It looks like a polished version of Octopath, so it's kind of cool. Bro, I don't see the Queen of Cards anywhere, my friend. Let's take the lead. East Academy, no. Okay, so this is not gonna happen, brother. This is not gonna happen. We had the whole... I had the whole screenshot of freaking Queen of Cards. Where is it? Over here. Let me see. So she goes from Balamba to Travia. No, she goes from Balamba to Galbadia. From Galbadia, she goes to Fisher Horizon. From Fisher Horizon, Queen of Car World Travel Guide. Yeah, she's gonna go. She's in Galbadia right now. That's where it says she is, and she's in a hotel. A hotel. And Dueling City. She's in Dueling City right now. And if she was in Dole, she's in the Dole pub second floor. Dole pub second floor? What the hell? How is she over there? 62% that she's probably in Dueling City Hotel. So there's like a percentage that she might be somewhere else, and to make it more complicated, to be honest. Harley, welcome in, welcome in. Let's go. How you doing? We're getting a new Final Fantasy. I want to break the news to everybody. We were actually live a bit earlier, and I played the trailer, which is pretty cool. We are having a new Final Fantasy. It's gonna look like an Octopath, but it's gonna be turn-based, which is kind of cool. Now I gotta find my damn. Yo, how do I get in the train again? Yeah, they get the timber. Okay, so she's in Timber. Where's Timber? Is she ever gonna be in Timber? She's never gonna be in Timber. What the hell are we doing in Timber then? She's gonna be in Dueling. Dueling is the place where she's gonna be at. Oh, we took his money. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Thank you for your help. Oh shit, I didn't even know we had it. We just helped the little girl and she gave me it, I guess. Young girl saved in the nick of time. Brave young man. Timber News. Pretty cool. Thank you for your business. Come again. Oh, nice. Get out of the city. Not great, but I'm here. Hope you're doing well. Well, let's go. Get your energy up. It is Tuesday, me friend. Let's go. As long as we're awake, we're alive. That's a positive thing to cross out of the books. I'll tell you that. She's going to Dueling. And she would be at a hotel. Wait, hold on a second. What is this? This is a rental car? What is this? Just rental car station. Which I don't even know what the whole rental car situation here is, but oh, well, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully you guys get through it and feel better. That's gotta be a tough situation. It's not an easy one. But hopefully you guys are make it through this together. How old was he? How old was he? Oh shit, she's not in Dublin City, so what the hell's going on here? So where is she at? Oh no, she says from Balamb, but there's a 22%. She's in Dolet. At a second bar. Damn it, she's not here. She might be in Dolet, guys. Oh, her name was Isabel, and she was a super cute and sweet, a Corgi Terrier. Oh, she was 13. Oh, okay. Oh, is that like a little small little dog? My dude Dash Retro showed up live early today. 100% world record of FF7. Watched and beat another one. Speedrun using the new route. He broke the world record right now? Damn it. Who's that guy? Is that the one that took forever on the first dungeon? I guess the reactor, and he like leveled up in the reactor or something like that. I know there's a guy that did that. He did the reactor. Oh, okay, so she was like a medium-sized dog. Well, that sucks. That sucks always, like, especially if it's a dog that you have for a while. It's like a family member, so hopefully you guys feel better. And are you planning to get another dog, or you guys have more animals? Dolet. Where to Dolet? Second floor. Second floor bar. There's no second floor bar. We have 4 more and 3 cats, and whoa. We have 4 more, 3 cats. Oh, you have 3 cats and 1 dog. Oh, that's a lot of pets. That's a lot of pets. That's tough, guys. I don't know how you guys do it. We have 1 and that's it. I can't. It's too much. This is it. They take a lot of. They're nice, but it takes a lot of time to take care of them and all that great stuff. And not just that, when stuff like that happens, when you lose them, it's everybody goes through it. She gotta be in this damn bar. The peasant. There you are, hon. Oh, Timber Maniacs. Oh, dang it. I'm gonna lose my card. Fuck. I did get I did get Laguna. I got both of them. It's pretty cool. Yesterday we went to space and we fought the sister. It was pretty cool. We just been hustling and hustling and hustling and hustling. I'm so freaking tired right now. You guys don't even know. I'm tired right now. I haven't slept very good. But we're here. Let's go. I'm getting mollywopped in this game, and he took my down card. Oh yeah, we're not doing that. Nah, forget about it. Yeah, we got Laguna. We got a couple of cards, which is pretty cool. Oh man. Oh, let me show you guys. Let's watch that. Let's watch that damn trailer again. That's a pretty cool trailer. You guys want to watch that new trailer of the new Final Fantasy? We can look it up real quick. So I know one point is probably gonna know what's happening. I don't know if I can do this. Let me see. Browser. Oh yeah, right there. Look.
There, that got
Now
them.
then.
A turn-based HD 2D Final Fantasy, huh? It's hard to believe it's real. As someone who grew up on old-school Final Fantasy games and JRPGs, it's hard to believe I was able to play Final Fantasy Resonance for about 3 hours at Square Enix as part of an IGN exclusive. From the struggles of finishing Final Fantasy IV and VI when I was just 5 years old, to the hundreds of hours I continued to happily invest in Final Fantasy XIV and everything in between, the series continues to help shape me. So to see it kinda horseshoe back around to its origins here in 2026 with turn-based combat and expressive pixel art for a full traditional style RPG, it's wild to see.
Take one of these.
I have a ton of details to break down, but I'll preface this by saying in a year packed with promising games, Final Fantasy Resonance is the one I'm looking forward to most.
Let's do this thing.
And it's gonna have full cinematic cutscenes too, which is pretty cool.
Break a leg.
To set things up a bit, Resonance is an adaptation of Brave Exvius, the Final Fantasy mobile game that shuttered in 2025, which had a 10-year run. Now you might be thinking, this is like how Octopath Traveler 0 was a revamp of the mobile game Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent. However, Resonance is a lot different. This is not a port or even a remake of Brave Exvius, rather it serves as the narrative foundation with a whole new combat system and overworld. Its story has been tuned for a traditional RPG that's informed by Brave Exvius with everything else built from the ground up. It's got airships, chocobos, the summons you know and love, and an HD 2D art style that's more detailed than what we've seen before. Resonance follows the main protagonist, Rain, a good-natured knight from the kingdom of Grandshelt who has a complicated relationship with his father who is also the king. And early on, his group of friends join the
Final
fight
Fantasy
to protect the
15?
world's magic crystals from being destroyed by a big bad villain named Veritas of the Dark. This group includes characters like Laswell, a no-nonsense knight, and Rain's childhood best friend, Lid, who's an aspiring master engineer following the footsteps of every Cid before her, and Fina, an amnesiac who's a summoner tied to the crystals that preserve the world. It's got some real Final Fantasy setup going on here, and if you've played Brave Exvius, then this will all sound familiar. In the demo I played, I got to explore a bit of the overworld, which is split into multiple continents divided by water. I got to visit the town of Dwarves Forge, where we're greeted by a hearty lolly ho from every dwarf there, and I got to complete a full story dungeon along with a big boss fight. It does seem like a more lighthearted and colorful adventure off the bat, and the more playful voice acting also supports this notion of a brighter kind of drama. It also reminds me of the recent Dragon Quest remakes in HD 2D in terms of tone, and Resonance plays up its goofy side quite a bit, although like all things Final Fantasy, I'm sure it has a darker side right around the corner.
Better!
The dungeon I completed had me tracking down Borin, a master engineer who Lid has an affinity for, since he's gone missing from Dwarves Forge. The dwarves say he's been kidnapped, and you already know he's being taken for his talents and being coerced to do some mysterious evil deeds. This leads you into the overworld and eventually the Mobliz Shipyard, a maze-like dungeon that has some light puzzles, story cutscenes, a timed escape sequence, and a sick boss fight against a mechanized drill while riding on a speeding freight train.
Got
Look at the cutscenes. Watch.
Even though this is all early on in the story, I still got to see the depths of the combat system itself. Resonance does not use an ATB system and instead opts for a straight turn order displayed at the top of the screen. Enemies have a stagger meter
Like
that builds with
Expedition
each
33.
hit, and they take on more stagger damage when you hit their elemental weakness.
Bingo!
It's kind of like a turn-based twist on what we've seen in Final Fantasy XIII or VII Remake. Elemental affinities are a huge part of combat, so having the
Yeah, I
breadth
don't know
of
about this
elements covered
monster,
in your
but
party composition is important.
it seems kinda
But you're
cool.
not just swapping in the right party members to cover this. Instead, you have what are called visions.
Look at this.
You can think of these as personas from the Persona series or JoJo stands that each character can equip, all of which come with their own skill set to bring additional powers to each party member. While many of the visions are original characters, one of the big appeals of Brave Exvius and ostensibly Resonance is that each mainline entry in Final Fantasy is represented by a star character who shows up
Caspian
as an
Angry Ghost.
equipable vision.
I like this cutscene. So they're like
For example,
Full
Ishtola from Final
cinematic.
Fantasy XIV is a vision who brings water and healing spells, while Cloud from Final Fantasy VII comes with a variety of thunder spells and hard-hitting physical attacks. They do not
Look.
replace the movesets of party members who have them equipped, and instead add depth to what they're already capable of.
It looks pretty cool.
So, in a battle, you should be aiming to stagger enemies because party members who stagger an enemy are granted an extra turn in a bonus phase. And if you stagger all the enemies,
I don't even
you
know
then
what that
call
means.
upon one of the 4 visions equipped in your party to do an all-out attack style resonance attack to inflict a ton of damage or bring some much-needed support in tough situations. When you line up all the right spells and attacks along with staggering enemies and calling upon visions, battles can then snowball into a relentless series of big damage numbers flying off. Calling upon visions is accompanied by these bespoke CGI cuts, kind of like the animations
like those
that play
CGI
when
cuts.
using summons in older Final Fantasies, but I find them kind of awkward. Not because I don't
Of
think
course,
they
'cause
look
you're
cool,
from
but it creates
IGN.
this weird uncanny valley between sudden CGI cinematics playing and the amazing pixel art of the actual game.
Stop
It feels out of
it.
place, but it's one of those things where
Stop
you watch
it,
it
you
the first
hater.
few times and ultimately skip every time after.
Oh, we do
However,
get
the
Squall.
actual pixel art
I
for
seen him.
Visions is fantastic. Seeing their ethereal presence backing up each party
But he's
member
gonna be
looks
one
pretty
of those,
sick,
like,
but also
Persona
their
guys.
in-engine animations bring them to life in a new way that you didn't get in their original games. In addition to Ishtola and Cloud, I saw the Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy I, Terra from Final Fantasy VI, and Shantoto from Final Fantasy XI. And I can't wait to see
On the
rest of
actual
series
trailer, I
stars
seen
manifest
Squall.
as
So
visions
yeah,
and
it's
Resonance.
pretty cool. Look at this. This is the fun part I was talking about. Like when you go to the caves to
Another
get them. Look.
interesting twist to combat is that Fina
Look.
is a true summoner, the only one who can call upon Espers to come into battle, making her a truly unique party member. While I was only able to use Siren from the start, the songstress who can heal and support like no other, I also got to recruit the lightning god Ramu. In
Ramu?
Resonance, you unlock new Espers by
Ramon.
finding them in optional dungeons and fighting them in a tough boss battle, like you see here, me fighting Ramu. They're tucked away in corners in the overworld,
Look, look,
and it's
look.
one of the ways it taps into that old school exploration. You'll want to do this not just because they look cool in combat, but because they deepen Fina's capabilities and can turn the tide when called into battle. The same goes for the visions from Final Fantasy's Legacy. You'll find these shrines in the overworld and are treated to this dreamlike montage of scenes from the very Final Fantasy that vision is from. You're then asked to answer a series of questions related to the story of that character and their game before unlocking them as this kind of ode to the series.
That's
I'm not
cool.
entirely sure how the answers affect things, but it's a neat little quiz that contextualizes your answers to test your memory of the series. But beware of spoilers if you haven't played them, since they summarize the story and show scenes from
Where's
those
Yuna?
games.
Can only summon.
So, a lot of this game revolves around visions and strategically equipping them for battle. Each one levels up individually the more you use them and have progression tracks to unlock additional spells, attacks, and
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It sounds like Persona 3 battle system when it comes down by using elements. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting look. I guess going back to turn-based and having the little bar gauge bar that it tells you who's gonna attack next. I think that came from Persona 2, and Expedition 33 had it too. So that's pretty cool. I think it's gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good add-on. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's coming out. It's coming out October 20 something. Definitely catching that. If it's a physical, I'm buying it. If it's not it's probably gonna be physical only for the Switch. How much you wanna bet? and it's gonna be a downloadable. No, it should be a physical because it's a pretty big game. So it's gonna be on every platform too. Oh, and Ocarina of Time is getting a remake, which is pretty crazy. I seen that. That's originally what I wanted to watch was Ocarina of Time. Which was pretty cool. I'm a fan of Ocarina of Time. Yeah, it literally came out 2 hours ago. And Final Fantasy X and X-2 are getting a remake on the Switch too. I have no idea.
So you guys are just like State Farm, right?
Baldur's Gate 3? For real? I thought Baldur's Gate was like more bit different. It was like a walking
So that's a
and
no then.
Stop living on a prayer.
like a more
Get State Farm.
I thought it was like more like tactics. Like Final Fantasy Tactic. I thought it was like that. That is a good one, but this is a great one. This hits home with me because it's kind of like that old school game 1996. It's one of my favorite all-time games. That's why I have a Triforce over there. Look.
Long ago, there was a land called Hyrule, created by beings of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest. Within it, an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants.
And I like
of the
that
forest.
they're gonna go back to 3D instead of like real animations, instead of like what they did with Breath of the Wild,
These forest dwellers,
which is okay,
called
but
the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods. However, there was one particular boy who did not have a fairy.
Link. It's gonna be cool. I'm definitely getting this one too. That's pretty cool. I like it as realistic Unreal Engine. And that's all they showed us. And for you Kingdom fans, Kingdom Hearts is getting a new teaser trailer. I don't know, it's like a new make. I guess they're remaking Kingdom Hearts. This is pretty crazy. I don't know what this means.
You're Make me big again now. I am working really hard.
This right here, which is pretty cool. I guess their Switch 2 is getting a Final Fantasy X and X-2 remake. Are they gonna make it 4K? I don't know what's going on. Is this the same one that I have? I have no idea. But Baldur's Gate is a similar RPG tactical game, but it has to pick and turn orders. Ultimate Baldur's Gate is Dungeon and Dragons. Yeah, Dungeon and Dragons is what it is. I have no idea if this is a remaster. What are they doing? Are they keeping the same graphical? It looks like the same graphical system, but they're making it 4K. I have no idea what this whole entails right here, because I have this 10 and 10 too. So I don't know if they went in there and touch up the characters. But I know at one point loves this game so much, so I wanted to put it so you can watch it for a little bit. Today we're hanging out alone. I didn't bring the energy to the table. Let us meet again. Today we don't have no. And this is where I leave this town. Right there is where I run away. But yeah, I don't know what this means and what's going on here, but just wanted to show you guys. It's pretty cool. Final Fantasy. Let's go back to Final Fantasy. So yeah, guys, today, your boy is not. I'm freaking tired, guys. I came in the stream, to be honest. I think I brought the same energy because we don't have nobody with us in the chat. It's just 1 point and hardly. Let's go. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I wanted to show 1 point because he was gonna get excited about our remaster of Final Fantasy X too. Big fan. He told me so many times in every stream. He tells me how much he loves Final Fantasy X and X2, especially X2. But I'm excited about the new Final Fantasy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited. Yeah. I don't know if I should give it a run. I want to leave tonight's stream, to be honest. I want to leave tonight's stream so we can get Bahamut. That's gonna be a fun one. I wanted to jump in, even though it was kind of late. I should have jumped in a little bit earlier. I said I was only gonna stream for like an hour or two at the beginning, because I'm freaking exhausted. I'm exhausted, and the Celsius is not working. Did I get the Alexander's card? I most definitely did not. I want to tell you that you should be proud of me. I got Lagunas. I got the big guy. I'm looking for the questionable man card, but apparently you got to do a bunch of stuff with the Queen of Cards. You got to send her off somewhere else, send her this way, send her that way, come back at it, and then she talks to her dad that creates the card. No, don't tell me. Oh. You can find his lander and challenge him still. Okay, good. No, I know Piet. Piet is the peasant that was with us at the ship when we were leaving the ship. And then before Squall became like a whole, I'm gonna save Rihanna in the middle of space. And then he disappeared. He floated and caught her with his arms. And told her, baby, come here. I want you, my friend. Yes, I remember Piet. I don't know what happened to L1, L known, L. I forgot. I can't. How do you pronounce L1's or L1's name? Anyways, she ran off on the plug. They landed. Apparently, she struggled and she got taken. Again. L1 cannot stop getting taken. Alone. Sounds like alone. After Bakhmut, you can go after the ultimate weapon and then get the GF Eden. And then the best summon of the game, survive. If you can survive the ultimate weapon. Oh, Elone. Ah. He said, I always call her El-On. El-On. It's El-On. Damn it, those peasant names. Why they couldn't call her Mary, Crystal, Sally, something easy. So alone. Like elongating the story. That kind of like alone. Malone. I don't know. But anyways, don't be a peasant, Cisco. You peasant. You Mr. Gray, you peasant. Yeah, that's definitely. Oh, Jesus Christ, guys. You know what? It was a beautiful stream today. It was just kind of simple. It's 2 people on the stream, I think. 2 people? Maybe 2 people on the stream today. We're just enjoying a little bit of trailers. I wanted to jump into trailers. I was pretty excited when I heard about the whole Ocarina of Times. And then I find out Final Fantasy going back to turn-based. You see how funny Final Fantasy is? They kind of sneak turn-based at the bottom at late 2026. Kind of like We learned our lessons. We're gonna go back to turn base. That's crazy. Little mark above. Oh, oh the O. La Falau. Did not pick the wrong one. Pick the wrong one. I was supposed to be a. What kind? What, I don't even know what that freaking sign on top of the O means, bro. That's like you put an eyebrow to the O. What is that supposed to mean? What English class was I not in that eyebrow you put on the O means? I'm excited. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun. I think it's gonna be exciting. That should be up by from now to October. We can definitely play that on the stream, and that's gonna be crazy because nobody's gonna know the game. Apparently, there's a cell phone game out there that's called, I don't know, some peasant came in there and he said, Xvius is a cell phone game. I don't know. I don't play cell phone games. Like, I'm not really good at cell phone games. I should try downloading, see what it is about. Yeah, well, that's a ñ, but you don't put it on your ño. You don't put it on your o. The ñ for ñaño, niño, ñoño, but you don't put it on a o. You put it on the n. Oh, that's the only letter you put the squiggly line on top, which is the ñ, which is the n. HMM. I don't play cell phone games. What, are you trying to make fun of me? I really don't. I really don't. I keep my phone clean. I don't try to keep all cell phone games. Keep games where the games go, in game systems. No, I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's like somebody said they have Final Fantasy VIII on their iPhones or cell phone, and I went to the App Store, and there it was, $20 freaking dollars. I was like, you are crazy. Yeah, Candy Crush when it first came out in 2001. I mean, in 2005. No, what was it? 2008? No, 2009. I think was when Candy Crush came out. Well, I'm not a fluent Spanish, haha. At one point, aren't you Spanish or you're Tex-Mex? What are you? You're half. Are you a Mexican or a Mexicant? 2001. I was 12. That's crazy. 2001 is crazy. We're all 12 in 2001. No, I think Candy Crush came out in 2009. Don't quote me on that. Guys, don't ever quote me on anything. I would suggest not to, but we can find out. I found out that Candy Crush is owned by Xbox, and I found out that Xbox is becoming a very good console to have because the new CEO is kind of cool. Candy Crush. Funny. Oh, it's funny. Today I found out Candy Crush was owned by Xbox because I was watching her saying something about we own Candy Crush. Started. Never mind. 2011. I was way off by a bunch of years. Yeah, I'm Italian, Mexican, Irish, German. Damn, you're a freaking mud. You're a half piece of everything together. You got everything. Well, at least you know you're not gonna die from any random disease, because you know what they say: if you're the most mixed, you're immune to everything. Yeah, it was 2011 on the website. So, what did I say? 2009. I was off for like 3 years. Yeah, it was around that time. Candy Crush is owned by Xbox. For some reason, why would they be? She was flossing on it. We own Candy Crush, and I was like, and She's like, I'm Hispanic and I don't know what I am. Damn it, you peasant! No wonder you don't get sick. Yeah, they say that. They say if you're a purebred, you get sicker faster. But if you're a mixed bred, you don't get sick so much. Apparently. That's why you guys survived the COVID. But yeah. What were we talking about? Gaming on phones? That's crazy. Believe it or not, I got this freaking thing. Where is it? I got this thing because I was gonna play the you know how you can connect your PS5 to your phone and use it as a monitor? And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sit on my couch once in a while and I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, level up my characters. Never did it. I ended up buying the I don't even know where it's at. It was this thing that you attach to your controller. I wasted my $30 on that. And I lost it. Yeah, so I got that because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sit on my couch and do all that. My grandma what is it? My grandma didn't teach me my mom Spanish, so I don't speak. Oh, you're like a third generation down. Okay. Yeah, it's tough. Like if you're Spanish after like second generation, they don't speak Spanish anymore. You might even lose the looks. Like you anywhere you go, if you travel somewhere else, third generation is like blurred out. Like you don't get it anymore. So anyways, yeah, I lost my $30 on that thing. Oh, there it is. Put this away here. This thing, I was like, man, this is gonna change the game. I'm gonna start leveling up while you guys are not looking, because everybody was complaining that I wasn't grinding my level ups off stream. So I was like, I got this thing. I didn't use it one time, guys. Mr. Blue, welcome in, buddy. We're having a good chat here. We're just pausing and having a good chat. But yeah, I got this thing. It's actually pretty cool. But so this thing right here. All right, so this thing right here. It's called like a Game Sir. You can probably find one that says Game Ma'am. But Game Sir is basically you put your phone here, so you stretch this thing out. I was trying to put my mini iPad on there, and it was gonna be cool. When I was doing the Legend of Dragoon a stream, I wanted to put my iPad here and actually play my PS5 while I was just sitting in my couch, because my PS5 is on top of my setup, and I didn't want to play here, you know, because I'm already tired sitting here. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna freaking kill it. And I was like, you got the joke, huh? That was a sneaky but a good one. So I was like, I'm gonna just freaking grind some levels in my couch. I'm gonna connect my phone onto this. What happened to find out that this thing did not fit my iPad, and I have the mini iPhone, so I have this one. I have the regular, like, I don't have I got the regular size iPhone. I don't got the large super game plus 25,000. What you said there? I downloaded Legend of Dragoon. I haven't invested time into playing it yet. Do it, bro. It's a really good. When I did the stream, was really nice. We ran through that stream and it was really cool. The Legend of Dragoon was definitely cool. Let me switch cameras because I'm like stuck here. And yeah. So anyways, yeah. If you're gonna play hit Legend of Dragoon, if you have one of these things, you can probably play it on your couch. If you can connect it to your PS5 to your phone. If you have one of the plus, if you have a plus phone, it's nice because the plus phones have a bigger screen. But I have the little one, so I was like, I'm not playing this. So Game Sir went to the shelf. I wasted $30. I used it. It's pretty good. It has like tactical buttons and everything, and I can use it as a computer controller too. But since I don't have PC, I have Mac. Sorry guys, I'm not that fancy like the PC player. I've been on Crimson Desert a lot recently. Yeah, you know what's funny about Crimson Desert is like I bought it, I have it. It's an amazing game. It's like a Breath of the Wild freaking for adults. It's like a Zelda Breath of the Wild for the, but it's too freaking long. Like it gives me the jitters how much like they really put a lot into that game. And then since I'm doing the streams, I was like, let me jump back to the roots where I started with Final Fantasy, which was one of the things. I have a smaller phone too. I don't see the point of carrying a damn tablet in my pocket. Yeah, that's why I got this one. I got this one specifically because of that. I was like, I'm done with the plus iPhones, bro. They're freaking huge. My pocket looks bulky, and it's crazy. Bro, I'm like 60 hours in, still in Hernan area. Yeah, that's what happened to me. I was like in Hernan, just killing birds and like running over people and like doing that. And if you have ADD, you're like, oh, I gotta go do this, and it's like, oh, side quest. Whoa, I'm in a cave. Holy crap! There's a hidden dungeon. There's a bunch of people worshiping God knows what, killing people. I was like, oh, damn, cool. And then you just went through like 5 hours of that. And it's like, you're done. It's like, wait, there's something over there. Let's go. And then you end up in this futuristic town that they're shooting freaking dragons in the air. And you're like, holy crap, I'm not supposed to be here. But it's cool. So, yeah, that's kind of like my experience with Crimson Desert. And so it's extremely long. You got to dedicate. It's like it's extremely long game. It's a lot of information. So you got to put time. So no, that's why we started doing the Final Fantasy, because I wanted to get back to the roots of where the gaming for me was, which was Final Fantasy. If anything, it was Final Fantasy and Zelda. And even though Zelda's kind of like an action RPG, I mean action hack and slash, whatever you call it, that's kind of like where it started with me. So, and I've been enjoying it. Final Fantasy VIII has been an amazing game. Actually, I am pretty impressed, Harley. I'm pretty impressed. One point, I've enjoyed Final Fantasy VIII very much, guys. Actually, yesterday we put freaking 5 hours. We put 5 hours on the late night stream. That's crazy. I had to wake up at 6 in the morning. That's crazy. And then we put in the daytime another freaking 5 hours. I was like, yo, chill out. Final Fantasy VIII Anonymous. Speaking about that. You said I've been playing real nerdy one, playing Space Engineers in between. I don't even know what Space Engineer is. I have no idea what that game is, buddy. Mr. Blue. I'm starting to like the older FF games better than 10. He's throw that 10 at the beginning. You should say 11 plus, bro. 10 is pretty good, bro. I know you're a big fan and you're just waiting to get that remaster for the Switch too. And that's gonna be like the game you're expecting this whole year. But you don't have to show your enthusiasm every stream. That's crazy. No, I'd say from 11 up. But you told me you play Final Fantasy 14, which is crazy. Didn't you say you play Final Fantasy 14? I don't know. I ain't messing with the MMOs. Space sandbox game, survival building, spaceships and shit. Oh no, never seen it, brother. I gotta see. Is that for like PC, PlayStation? What is that one? You can feed them. You can fight. Oh, you can fight spaceships. Oh, that's pretty. Like engineering spaceship. Oh, not for PS5. Oh, okay. Like you gotta engineer your own spaceships. It's like a Star Fox, futuristic Star Fox. Speaking about Star Fox, Star Fox is getting a new game, guys. I played Star Fox. I enjoyed it. That's pretty cool. Nah, I said actually I wanted to try out 14 because I heard it was pretty good. Damn. The only thing that I heard that it has a triple triad. It's an MMO, bro. It's not even turn-based. So if you like MMOs, if you enjoy Final Fantasy 12, you're gonna enjoy Final Fantasy 14. Oh, you seen that? I love that game for 64. Yeah, it's crazy. Star Fox is getting a new the spotlight once again. I think this year, somewhere later on this year, we're getting Ocarina of Time. We're getting a new Final Fantasy that looks like Octopath, but it has cinematic cutscenes. Pretty good day today, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are hanging out, but I'm clocking out. I'm clocking out until 9. We're gonna be back at 9 p.m. So expect that stream. Most likely more energized. Your boy's gonna be more energized and more like poof, like on the point. I'm gonna be on like a little, like at least 2,000 milligrams of caffeine later on today, so we can get to hang out for a little bit. And appreciate it, Blue. Appreciate it for stopping by, man. Come hang out with us at the stream, the actual game stream. Right now, I just jumped in to watch a couple of trailers, which was pretty cool. So appreciate you stopping by, man. Some MMOs are pretty good. I used to play one of them mode discount. Oh, you crazy. I'm taking a freaking 20-minute nap minimum because I gotta get out of here like at 5. So I have to do some things at 5 o'clock, then come back. I gotta do so much stuff. But I'll catch you peasants later. I'll catch you peasants later. Well, we'll be back, Harley. Hopefully you feel better about your dog and drink some tea with protein. Yeah, at one point drink your protein too. But I got boxing class around 6:30, but I gotta leave out of here at 5 o'clock to do something else before I go to boxing class. Then I go to boxing class to 1 hour, then I gotta go back over here and they go live, and then we're gonna be live, and then we're gonna be fully energized. I might get punched in the face. Let's go. All right, guys, that's my day today. I'll see you guys in a bit, guys. So thank you guys for stopping by, but we'll be back later on today, you know, and we'll have more energy. Peace to the Middle East.